Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 54 of The Wild Beyond on Go Buff Yourself in Thousand Faces TTRPG. I, as always, am Ethan, your dungeon master for this crazy adventure that we're going to be going on, and I am joined by 5 of the wild things this evening, which actually, before I even introduce these incredible players, brings me to the first announcement. If you've been a regular viewer or listener of this campaign, you might notice that Gromp has been unable to attend a number of them with an increasingly busy schedule. And so it is my deepest regret to announce that Devon, my brother, is going to be stepping back from the campaign now that work and all of that is taking up more of his time. However, Gromp is still here, and before Gromp does whatever Gromp does, saying his farewell to the wild things, Devon will return for that final episode. But just so you all know why he has not been around for a little while, it's because he can't be around as much anymore right now. So, he will be stepping out, and before too long, don't worry, the Wild Things need 6 members, I think. So before too long, we will have a new player to introduce. But before we get there, which is a while in the future, I have to introduce these incredible 5 players, storytellers, performers, and friends. Playing Otto, we have Mav.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite black on the internet here.
Playing Wraught, we have Joe.
It's me, Joe.
Bodie, played by Lauren.
Hi. Hello.
Kai, played by Sarah.
Not even going to try for any sort of copyright infringement.
And Morgan plays Melon.
No kings.
No kings. Fuck yeah. And if that is alienating to you to hear us say that, I don't care. If you're pro-kings in America, that's kind of not American. So, anyway, with that little political thing that was hard to avoid in this contemporary time period, my few usual announcements. This is an 18-plus stream for language, drug use, legally in and out of game content, all of that. So it's not for the kiddies, just be warned. You can listen to past episodes of this, City of the Crimson Tower, Mothership, and our newest project, Lords of Sin, on our podcast, Go Buff Yourself. If you like darker campaigns, I sincerely recommend you check out Lords of Sin. It is gonna get bad. But with those usual announcements out of the way, let's go ahead and run that intro video so that we can jump into episode 54 of this campaign, The Wild Beyond. We are back. When we last left the Wild Things, they had found their way into a keep, the Green Keep, formerly the residence of the Green Lord, Oberon, missing some 10 years, at least 10 years, here in the Feywild. Who knows what that means? They headed this way and found their way inside through cleverness and charisma in order to try to locate someone by the name of Strongheart, a companion of the dwarf Elkhorn that you all befriended back in Vale Crossing. There were a number of indications that suggested that it was here that Strongheart was being held. So you all made your way inside, and 5 of you all of you except Kai, had an audience with the Great Gark, the leader of the goblins here in the Fields of Spring. A meeting that very quickly led to you all trying to convince the Great Gark that you came here to volunteer, to sign up. And in order to test your mettle, there was a bit of a duel, and I say a bit of a duel because Melon ended it very quickly.
More like an ass whooping.
It very much was an ass whooping, and General Bricks was sent to the courtyard for his punishment for failure. The Great Gark asked then for a piece of collateral to prove your loyalty, and Wraught handed over the little coal spirits, coal sprites, which, unfortunately, the hobgoblin working for the Great Gark, the Grand Red Tooth, as he is known, opened the bottle and drowned the little spirits as a test. And with you all not reacting angrily, not lashing out, not reneging on your word, the Great Gark was satisfied and sent you all off to be shown beds where you could stay, and said that soon someone would come to meet you to give you your first orders. Soon after you all returned, with Kieren sneaking around, Kieren managed to locate, apparently, at least someone who fits the definition or the description of Strongheart, being held in a very uncomfortable trapdoor cellar style place. When you all rejoined, Bodie and Otto headed off to go take a look at an owlbear that you all had noted, or at least a few of you had noticed resided here. Melon, using a modified version of Speak with Animals first, allowed Bodie to realize that this owlbear was no random owlbear, but Juniper. The same owlbear that first led Bodie into the Witchlight Carnival hundreds of years ago, and disappeared after that wonderful and glorious childhood summer, only to be found here in a pen. Bodie promised to free Juniper, and you all returned to your room and figured out what to do next. A few of you split off, with Wraught and Melon heading to locate the kitchen area, Otto and Bodie heading to the courtyard, and Kieren ducking back out to investigate a little bit more with one final use of invisibility. Wraught had managed to convince the small Hobbs working in the kitchen that she was there as an inspector of sorts. And so they, while being grilled about how they minced the onions and garlic and all of that, doing the best they can, Melon had stepped out to go check out the storeroom of the kitchen. And it was with you all heading in 4 separate directions, because fuck the advice of never split the party. It was with you all heading in 4 separate directions that with Gromp remaining in the one of the 2 barracks that had been assigned to you. That was where we left off. And that's where we pick up. So what I would love is either Bodie or Otto to roll me a d20, and then everyone else to also roll me a d20 to see which group we are going to start with.
I'll do it. Wait.
What?
15 it is then. So, as we pick back up today, we start in the kitchen. It's on the first floor of the Green Keep, towards the northwestern corner of the keep. And this kitchen is a very nice kitchen. It has like 6 prep stations. They are all equipped with fine wooden cutting boards and utensils. There's a massive stove in the back corner, ablaze with cooking fires, and the hobs that are here are still busy, rushing from station to station, chopping veggies, stirring bubbling pots, tending to sizzling meats. And what are you doing in here, Wraught?
Mostly I want to make myself a presence that they get a little bit used to. I'm going to be taking notes. I want to see how easy it would be to insert myself into this situation. If possible, I don't know how many more dough handlers I can summon with my Whisk of Magic dough ball summoning.
That particular item, let me pull up the exact description.
I don't have the stats because Kai gave it to me.
I have it right here. The Whisk of Gourmet Summoning, once per day. While holding this whisk, you can speak its command word, summon a flower friend. Is a magically infused baked dessert, or dough, as you've done this, that is friendly to you and your companions. It takes the shape of your choice, has its own turns. It remains as long as you concentrate, up to an hour.
I haven't cast any other concentration spells, but I'm also pretty sure that we've been in this for more than an hour, so now I've got this sludgy dough in my pocket, so that's great.
Because when did you... I thought you used it...
Right before we entered, so that it could see where we were going while I was blindfolded.
Okay. You did it when you first entered the keep, not the kitchen.
So I put my hand in my pocket to like pull it out to give me a hand, and I just pull out this wet, sticky mound of dough.
That has like lint, stuck all over it from just being in your pocket.
Well, that's exciting. And are there any baked goods? This is me talking to the the little hoblets.
Yeah, we have meat pies in the oven right now.
And any sweets?
Not yet, but we're going to be whipping them up soon for the evening dessert.
Excellent. I heard that the Great Gark has a giant sweet tooth. Is that true?
He does. Can't get enough of them.
Excellent. I have special dessert seasoning because I am a famous chef after all. I'd love to see what you do with it.
Ooh, something that would please the Great Gark? Yes, please.
I think it would please everyone. No, I don't have it on me now. It's with my things, but I would be happy to get it and help prepare the evening meal and dessert.
Oh, yes.
Could you make me a persuasion check with advantage? It's not going to be a very high DC.
19 for 13 plus 6.
Yeah, that beats their 12.
Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. We are so lucky that you joined us. Oh, the Great Gark will be so pleased. Maybe we'll get a promotion.
Maybe you will, or maybe you will get to have the leftover dessert. In that case, I will be back shortly.
We could have some.
Oh, and like all of
stranger things have happened.
A number of the hobs that were chopping, like when you mentioned they could have some of the dessert, just stop chopping and look at you excitedly.
Yeah, we gonna get some.
And they start working furiously.
Do you like working here?
No.
Then why are you here?
Because the Great Gark told us to work here.
All right, we're going to have a conversation when I come back with my secret spices about workers' rights and about a bakery I know that might need some staff.
When you say workers' rights, one of the hobs in here like holds up his right arm and there's a stump where his right hand would be.
I only have a left.
Time to introduce them to OSHA.
Do you get dental?
What?
And like has a bit a big confused look on its face, and you just see like missing cracked teeth. A few of them actually have very pearly teeth, but others, are mostly gum.
Excellent. Well, in that case, we're going to see about getting you some help with that.
Did you... Wait, dental, like teeth? Did you want some teeth? We could mix them in.
I'm going to smile and show like my 2 full rows of Sharky Dragon teeth. I'm good.
Alright, you change your mind. We could add some teeth into whatever you're eating.
I'll touch bases with you on that later on.
We live to
I
serve.
will be back, and we will be talking about that living to serve thing. And I'm going to step out of the kitchen.
Okay, and as you step out of the kitchen...
Oh no, I love the hobs!
The camera just pans over slightly to where we have Melon, who is currently in...
All I ask is for a flash cut. That's all we get.
Well, as we cut to you, you are in this storeroom, and it is small and is cramped because of how packed it is. Sacks of flour and sugar, barrels of pickled vegetables, cured meats sitting in the corner, jars of different, aged preserves and jams that as you shut the door behind you kind of jostle and clink on the shelf that they're on. There are bunches of fresh herbs that hang from the ceiling and fill this room with just wonderful herbal spicy smells. There, it is a veritable feast for the eyes, and for the person who takes it a little bit farther, for the stomach as well.
Well, probably as Wraught is coming around, and I did not close the door behind me, because why would I do that?
So then, my question to you is this. As Wraught steps out of the kitchen, and the kitchen itself is located, it's the room right next to the storeroom, obviously. What does she hear from the open door?
Nothing yet, considering if she looks in, is there any kind of a table there?
A table in the storeroom? Sure.
Yeah,
there's a little small one.
Yeah. You see, he's organized. It's like, what do I want to eat first and what do I want to eat last? I haven't started yet.
So I feel like, Wraught, as you poke your head in, you catch Melon's brain just working overtime as he has his fingers tented in front of him, and he stares at this table where he has things lined up and is just having a silent argument with himself.
Do the mayonnaise go before the pickles or after?
You cannot eat just mayonnaise, Melon. I'm begging you.
But I've done it before. You've seen it. I had a whole barrel of it. It was amazing.
You organized the M&Ms by color.
Yeah, the red ones are better.
Okay, Melon, you may eat one of those things right now. The rest you have to save for later.
I'm going to see if I can drag out a whole barrel of pickles.
Of course. What's your strength?
Yeah. 18.
Of course you can.
You said 1.
Feels right.
I did say 1.
1 barrel.
As you just drag this barrel across the ground. And then
Oh, wait a minute. You just mean one thing and not one. Oh.
No,
I'm gonna put the barrel down
watched
in the dining room, and then just. Is there a really nice cured sausage in there or something?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Cool. I'm just gonna take a summer a summer sausage length section and just eat it like a banana.
Something that it's a. I know what I'm about to say. It is a large, thick sausage. And for most people, if you cut it, a slice of it would be enough for a sandwich in terms of the size. But because you are a lion, Leonel, Lionel is something else. A Leonin, you just eat it like it's a perfect hand-sized snack.
I thought I told you to make friends.
Oh,
There were no friends in there except food. Food is friends.
Food is friend.
Hold monster cat issues going on, Joe?
Sorry, the doe that keeps eating all of our apples just walked brazenly across the front yard, and I'm pretty sure she's heading for the backyard to eat all of our fruit.
A deer. A literal
Sarah has to
deer.
go chase off a deer.
Well,
Get the heck out of here.
Sarah's not
Oh,
in this
Joe,
scene.
did the cages not work all that well?
No, we're still worried. Well, I don't know. She hasn't encountered them yet. Anyway,
Okay.
sorry, back to it. Melon, can you repeat that last one? I was distracted by that naked goblin walking by.
But food is friends.
Food is...
And also, there were no other people in there.
Melon, look upon this dining hall and like the 18 goblins out here.
By the way, since you did say, like, you were distracted by the naked goblin, like, just as Wraught says that, you look over her shoulder where she was looking, and there is a goblin just walking through, butt naked, dripping wet, just has, like, a towel thrown over his shoulder.
And I know his sausage isn't nearly as impressive as yours, but
Hey! The hell?
look
You
at
literally
it.
see over the summer sausage in his hand.
Oh, you meant it. Oh,
Big.
get it? I thought. Never mind. Walking.
I mean, what else does
But also
sausage
his
mean
penis.
except this?
So, as what is the, as Melon has attempted to grab a barrel of pickles and instead went for a different phallic object, a huge sausage, what are the two of you doing now?
I think we're going to sit down at one of the dining room tables with melon sausage next to the barrel of pickles and just eavesdrop. And I want to see if Melon can attempt to make friends and make himself popular because nobody likes me and I can't do it.
So, Melon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna see if I can find a smaller table and how many goblins I can get on sit on top of it and bench press it.
So you're going into the dining room, and the
Yeah.
end goal is to bench press.
Bench press as many goblins on a table I can. And
That's
all
one
I
way to
need-
make yourself possible, but
All I need them
popular.
to do is go chant bench, bench, bench.
Okay, let me do quick math.
Get it, Gaston.
Okay. Yeah, alright. 300 divided by 45. Okay. So I would love to know, as you head back into the dining room, which is not far from the kitchen area, obviously, and you're walking back in with the sausage in hand, there are eating in here at this moment about 7 or 8 goblins. 2 of them have on plate armor with helmets seated or set on the table next to them. There are 4 of them that wear lighter leather hide armor, more likely scouts, and there's a hobgoblin in here as well. So as you walk in, what do you say? Or what do you do?
That fight earlier wasn't enough. Can I get a couple of you on a bench and I bench press it?
You what?
Fight earlier and it sucked. It wasn't good enough. I need to work more.
Hey, this is the one that kicked Brix's ass. Shh! You are the general there. You talking about him like that?
But he did.
Yeah, I know that deal, so I have to say about him. What were you wanting to... You want?
Just sit on that bench and I bench press it.
It's a very different meaning to bench press.
Yeah, it is.
Could you make me a persuasion check here? And depending on what you roll is how many of them are immediately going to jump on board for this.
24.
Can I minor illusion the sound of a goblin like from the back going, "Ah, dude, that sounds great."
Sure, yeah. In that case, that'll bump it up to a 25, which means that there are 5 of them, one of them wearing plate armor, who are just like,
I keep eating while you do that.
Yeah, sure.
and so you are with an 18 strength able to bench press, literally press the bench that 5 of them are sitting on. And could you make me an athletics check, not to see if you can do it, but how well you do it?
25. 18 plus 7.
How do you do anything special here? Like, is this circus style, like where you start spinning it, or like what are you doing with 25? Paint me a picture.
I don't stop. I see if I can get like another goblin or 2 on there.
As you get to rep 30, a 6th goblin jumps on there, which, for the record, for those of you who are gym rats, we are now looking at approximately, with the bench, about a 450-pound bench that he has done 30 reps of. Good luck. But as you hit rep 37, one of the goblins who was wearing plate armor just like walks over where you're lying down and just kind of stands over and looks down.
Lying down.
Oh, lose a luck point. No, take a luck point. Damn it.
But he said it.
As you're lying doing like floor presses with this bench, this goblin in armor has the halberd in hand again, steps over, looks down at you, cocks a head. So you lot want us now?
I don't know. I guess.
Yes, you are, Melon.
Yes.
You don't know or yes?
Yes.
Great! Name's Mags. And he reaches a hand down to you.
Can I make another athletics check to shoot one hand into the center so I can
With a 25, I will say you you won't be able to like complete the press, but you can hold it.
I'll keep it at the top, and then I'll shake hands, and then I'll go back to bench pressing.
Incredible. This is like the Forgotten Realms version of Anatoly right here.
I keep forgetting he's a cleric, not a barbarian.
Oh. What's your name?
Press for the Lord. Melon.
Melon. Mags. Well, if you need someone to show you around, let me know. I'll let you know where they hide all the good drinks.
Ooh. Maybe after these reps.
You plan on being done today?
Maybe. When does today end?
Oh, great. You're about as bright as all the rest of the lot. Well, you know what? Nice to meet you, Melon. I'm gonna go. I've got a duty, but you want a drink later? Let me know.
Mags, over here. You can sit by me. I've got more than 2 brain cells.
Walks over to you. You a new recruit too?
I'm his keeper.
Oh. And he like points to his head. I get it. A lot of the goblins around here, they need their keepers too. Someone tell them what to do,
Or a very short leash.
We have some leashes. That might fit him.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Well, what if I did? Might be funny.
Well, then it might sound like a very good time.
Well,
Maybe
I'll
after
go.
a couple of those drinks.
Next time I swing by, I'll grab a leash just for when I see you so that you can have that. What'd you say your name was? Since you know mine.
Wraught.
Wraught. Ooh, I like that name. Very goblin name. So...
Why do you think we're with the goblins?
Well, actually, I was about to ask you that. Why are you?
I heard that the great Gark had great plans.
He does.
And honestly, this realm is a little, sugary sweet for my taste.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah.
But I am curious. I mean, we've proved ourselves. We're waiting for some marching orders. I'm very excited about helping with dessert tonight. But what's the end goal? I mean, it's all well and good to sit around and, lift goblins on a bench, but I'm craving something a little, bloodier.
Don't worry, you'll go and get it. It's the end goal. And he stretches his arms wide in an all-encompassing gesture. It's all of the fields.
under the control of the Great Gok.
Including the towns.
Of course, including the towns. It's not like we won't live there, but, they have to know who's in charge. They have to pay taxes and make sure that they listen and don't get in the way. They're free to keep doing whatever they do in those towns, but they'll have to know that the Great Gok's in charge.
And how do we make them know the Great Gok's in charge?
Usual way, I figure. Burn a few buildings, kill a few who won't listen.
Sounds like fun. And are we doing it soon?
That's up to me. I haven't heard anything, any orders coming down that we're going to be attacking tomorrow or anything like that, but I know the Gok is...
But you look so important.
Stop it. No, just tonight, just one among many here serving the Great Gok. But I have faith. I know that with all of the hullabaloo with Scabatha disappearing and all the workshop going down, that's definitely put a dent in the Great Gok's plans. And there was a problem with one of our lumber mills recently. So things have slowed down a little bit, but progress is still being made. So you stick around here maybe a month. Don't worry, you'll have your blood.
I'm so excited. Well, if you hear anything else, let me know, because, those drinks, maybe some of my magic, like I said, a very good time.
Drinks, magic, and leashes sounds like a wonderful evening.
And he gives you a wink.
I'll return it.
See you later, Wraught. Bye, Melon.
And just heads out of the dining room.
Hey, Ethan.
Yeah.
Since all three of us had been cleaning the chapel last time we were playing, I imagine these two split from there. Kai has been watching that whole interaction and still invisible, just gagged to himself.
So, that is as fitting a moment as any for the spotlight to shift over to Kai. As this interaction happens and we hear you just still invisible. I
think last time I had convinced Gromp to cast it on me one more time, the invisibility.
Yep.
So
it's been about
10
minutes.
I just want to keep exploring, see if I can find any maps of this place if I can specifically, but maybe on the second floor. And then as I feel like it's getting a little bit closer, I want to go back and every now and then check at the two prisons. So the one that had the human and then the one that had all the other cells, and see if at any point it looks like it's empty or the guards might not be paying attention, just to see if I can sneak in and scope them out a little bit more. But mostly doing some exploring.
Okay. Could you make me...
Trying to map out this place.
Could you please make me an investigation check?
$16.
16. So, since you're on the first floor, you first swing back by the constable's office, essentially, where the trapdoor cell where you saw the human. It is still occupied. Chucklehead is back there at this moment and has one additional goblin in there with him. They are dicing right now. You then head back upstairs because that is where the second prison, the main prison, is. And much like last time, there's a heavy wooden door. It has the bars on a little viewing area that you can look through. But you see that last time you were here, you heard Chucklehead speaking with a guard, and you saw into a couple of the cells here. That guard, now with a drink sitting next to him, is facing the door now, sitting on a stool and is passed out.
I'd like to do the rogue thing and try to pick the lock.
Okay.
Oh, wait, was it locked? Because I
Yep.
saw him go inside, so I didn't remember.
Yes,
okay.
you
I'd
saw
like to
him
pick the
use a
lock
key.
using my lock-picking skills.
Okay. Go ahead and make me that D20 plus dexterity plus proficiency.
You ready for like a 30 roll with that plus proficiency?
25.
Not only do you manage to unlock the door, you do so silently. As you push the door open just enough for your body to squeeze through, shutting it quietly behind. The room in here is lit by the flickering fire of a pit in the center of the space. And this prison, by the way, is almost directly over the constable's office, in that it is in the southeastern spire section of the keep. So this is a circular space. And in the center there is that fire pit that reflects orange light off of a number of nasty-looking instruments here. A few of them are still actually placed in the fire pit and glowing orange. Instruments of torture. There are 6 cells that encircle the room, all barred. Each one has a damp-looking straw bed inside. And as soon as you step in, the cell to your right contains a goblin, the one that you had noticed before as you looked through, that is just kind of sitting alone in a prison cell. What else would it be doing? The cell to the left of the door has a single humanoid skeleton still manacled to the wall. The other 4 cells are currently empty.
I'm going to sneak past the sleeping guard goblin, go over to the cell that has the other goblin in it. And as I get up to the bar, I'm going to go, shh. What are you in for?
Who is that?
It's the fairy goat father. He actually puts his head in his hand because he didn't realize that this was becoming a thing for him. But now it is, I guess. It's the fairy goat father.
At this point, I'm not even going to
here
call
to
that a deception check. I think that is true at this point, so I need a persuasion check.
You've made a new cryptid.
It's another 25, because that's a 16 plus 9.
Good rolls. The goblin,
Fairy goat father.
I'm here to help the dispossessed. He knows that word.
Okay. Fairy goat father. I'm in here because
and glances towards the sleeping guard.
Because I disagree with the Great Gawk's plan.
What are his plans?
He wants to take over the fields. All of it. Claim it for himself.
Not ideal.
I just don't think it's right.
And what do you think?
I think we could coexist. I don't think we have to take over.
Excellent answer. What's your name?
Harry.
Let's try that one again.
Make me-
What's your name?
Okay, not even gonna make you make that insight check.
What? It's Harry. Harry's my name.
Sure. Harry. If I were to let you out later on, is there anyone else that we may be able to rely on that may disagree with the Great Gark, that would also want to cohabitate?
There might be a few, but not many. And those that are there, I think they're too afraid of the Gark to do anything. I mean, look what
We'll
happened to
deal
me.
with the Gark.
Well, if the Gark is dealt with, then probably a lot of them.
Well, anyone that's not a goblin, you can probably trust here. But alright. Let's see what I can do with the Great Gark. Also, oversight on my part. If I were to try to pick the lock for you, would anything bad happen? I noticed there were many keys on these belts. While I'm saying that, I'm just going to check for traps, because I didn't do that earlier, and that's probably something that I should have done.
Make me an investigation check.
Oh no. That's a 5.
You don't see any sign of a trap.
I mean, I don't want to let him out right now anyway, so.
I don't know. No one's exactly picked the lock. As long as the guard doesn't notice, he should be fine.
Well, I have a couple of people to break out. So, I'm going to come out. I'm going to come back for you.
If that was your friend over there,
And he points to, like, the skeleton.
I have bad news.
Yeah, I'd assumed he had lost weight. No, it's the human that they have in the other prison.
Oh, he was here not that long ago. And they came and took him somewhere else.
I found him. Okay, so Harry?
You are a fairy, so...
Yeah, sit tight. I'll come back for you when the time is right. Still doing some planning and some plotting.
I'll be here.
I know where to find you.
You know where to find me.
Does he look like he's okay? Like, you know...
I mean, it looks like he's had a rough go. I mean, he's bruised and is filthy. The place reeks of waste. I don't know if I would use the word okay to describe him.
I bought a couple of knives before we left, so I'm going to, like, pass through one of my little snacks the same way that I did to Juniper and a knife and be like, just for your own peace of mind.
What snack do you pass over?
I had a couple of, like, little baked pies and stuff.
Because anything touching you is invisible, so suddenly just as you, like, use the knife to get it through the bars and then just scrape it onto the ground, it suddenly just materializes there. And he...
Oh, no way.
And reaches and picks it up. And starts to just... Like, the first bite is savoring, and then after that is just pure devouring. Joe? You look very intent on something.
The fairy goat father comes to people who are basically imprisoned and gives them knives.
No, a
And
treat.
pie.
Wait, did you include the knife?
No. You gave
Yeah.
Oh, the knife is there,
also got a
too.
knife.
Yeah, the child got a knife, Juniper got a pie, and this goblin gets a knife and a pie.
If you're very,
The child
if
also
you're
got
very
the
bad
mushroom.
children and you end up in jail, the fairy goat father may find you and give you either or a knife or pie.
Oh,
This
I
is
become
how...
a patron saint of the dispossessed of the Feywild.
And like is so taken in by the pie at first, barely even processes the knife, but after takes the knife and quickly squirrels it away under the straw mattress.
Thank you, very
I'll
good,
be
Father.
back. You're very welcome, my child.
He just watches the door open and shut.
This is how you become a warlock patron?
It is exactly how you become a warlock patron. And
Oh my god, I'm gonna become my own patron.
Kieren, were you planning on continuing to investigate like you were talking about, or has your plan changed?
I'm gonna keep investigating. Just again trying to find if I can find a map of this place, so I don't have to keep, projecting everything that I find to Wraught constantly, because she's probably getting irritated by now.
Writing it on cocktail napkins.
All right.
You keep seeing images of the keys appearing in your brain.
Then you start walking, trying to, as you said, like looking around, looking for maps, anything like that. And as you poke your head into one room, we're going to shift the spotlight over to Bodie and Otto. The two of you were heading to the courtyard, if memory serves. The Greenkeep's main courtyard, obviously on the first floor, is an impressive open lawn of rich emerald grass lined with stone pathways winding here and there to different parts of the structure. And the two of you, as you see this, have the realization that there was an artistry to how the keep was constructed and designed, but that artistry hasn't been maintained well as of late, and what were once likely neatly delineated stone paths and well-manicured grass has grown a little wild, the pathways becoming a little muddled by the tall grass. But there are, as you enter in here, there are 6 of those small pinkish hobs in here who are going about different business. One of them is carrying a little too heavy bucket of water that sloshes every time he drags it. In all likelihood, it'll be a third full by the time it gets to its destination. There are a couple hobs that are scouring armor, cleaning off rust, sharpening weapons, anything like that. There are also several goblins in here practicing. There are 2 of the plated knights in here currently sparring, and another larger goblin watches over their match, while a 4th smaller goblin is doing target practice on some of the targets that are set up down here. Oh, there are also, there are also there are a few other additional features you notice down here. There are fresh water wells, and it's from that you saw the hob drag one of the buckets of water. There are hay bales in here. There is a wagon set up in one section that still has yet to have the goods on the back of it fully unloaded. Just need to get those final details in there.
Sometimes when I listen to the wind, I hear a voice that kind of guides me where I need to go. Has that ever happened to you, Bodie?
I'm sorry, you say a voice? Like you can hear it?
Yeah.
I get more of a feeling from it, I guess. Like, come this way. I mean, that's kind of a voice, though. I mean, I give it a voice, but I don't hear one. You get to hear one? Am I doing it wrong? I'm not gonna worry about it.
It's fine. But hey, let's go make some new friends while we're here. It looks like.
I mean, you were gonna be here for a bit, huh?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go make some friends. I mean, I think we're 2 pretty likable guys.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Okay. Let's go make some friends. But then can we get... Okay, hold on. And Bodie, Bodie stops and he kind of starts gesticulating a lot. And he's... When are we going to get Juniper out of there? How are we going to get food to her extra? What are we going to do? in order that they don't hurt her anymore? Or are we just supposed to look the other way and go with the flow until we can free her? What do we do, man? I'm stressing out.
Otto's gonna jump up and grab the inner part of Bodie's shell and pull him down.
Yeah. Well,
All right. We're gonna get you. Look at me. Look at me.
his eyes get really wide and glassy. Yeah?
Get Juniper out.
Okay.
Right now, we gotta pretend that we don't know her. All right? We'll think of a plan. We'll get her out. And then we can just go to the next spot. And then we're done here. All right?
Okay.
I made you a promise. And Otto is still on his tiptoes because that's not that heavy to bring him all the way down. But, all right, I promise you.
Okay.
The one thing a Moonfire does is keep his promises. All right. All right.
Okay. I'll try to keep it calm, cool, and collected like a cucumber.
You know that expression, collected as a cucumber?
Collected as a cucumber. Also, cool is wrapped in there too. It was a double thing, but it's fine.
All right, bud. Okay.
Sorry, I'm a little stressed out. I don't think I was mentally prepared to deal with what all of that felt like. You ever know what you know what I mean? I mean, you kind of had a thing like that recently.
Yep, I sure did.
Yeah. Anyway,
let's go make friends.
Yeah, let's go. And we're gonna make friends, Ethan.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna go talk to the one that's doing real bad at shooting the bow.
Hey, hold up. Nat 1. Yeah.
No!
The string snaps and kills him dead.
You mean, hold on, do you retract that whole hold on?
Well, I don't retract the hold on. But
No, the hold on is
the
him
result
dropping
is
the bow.
the result is right. Yeah, he's doing real bad. I think. Do you remember? If you've seen Robin Hood Men in Tights, when they first are trying to take aim, this goblin draws this bow back and the bow just snaps.
What the fuck? That's the third one this week.
Oh, he needs my help. I'm gonna go over here. There's some guys over there doing the fighting thing that you really are really good at. Maybe you can, if you're up to it.
And he kind of puts both of his hands together and kind of twiddles his little beans. And I can do that. Should I look big and strong and be very you know what? I'm just going to be myself.
And then Otto kind of looks at the guy carrying the bucket of water.
Yeah.
Or
Hey. Hmm?
or if you're not up to it, maybe that person over there.
Oh yeah, that's like a bonus. I just get that one on the way. And he just turns around and starts, hey there, fella, can I get that for you?
Yes, please.
Got you, friend. And he looks over his shoulder and he winks at Otto. And it picks up the water.
Come on, I'll bring her to the kitchen.
Oh shit, the kitchen, cool.
So Bodie, you start walking off with this hob, and Otto, as you start heading over to where that goblin was standing, like I said, there were several hay bales used as rough targets, where just some slapdash paint has been used to make a bullseye. And as the bow is just lying in half, the bow string's still whole, but it's just connected to two halves of a stick. He has just walked, he's just walked over to a small part of the building, just a little pole, and has put his head against it, just in an absolutely defeated, forlorn fashion.
Otto's gonna get right underneath and look at him. You doing all right there, bud? Oh.
Yeah, of course I'm alright. I'm fine, yeah. Why wouldn't I be fine? I'm not fine. I just wanted to be on the watch. You know, on the ramparts, but they said that I couldn't take watch until I knew how to use a bow well. I was getting real good, but I swear they're sabotaging me. They keep giving me these bows that fall to pieces.
How long have you been working?
A week. I hit the bullseye twice. But I wasn't with the bow. I threw the arrow.
You know what? It still counts.
That's what I said, but they didn't listen.
Well, where are you getting these bows at? Can you show me?
And he gestures to, like, there is a barrel next to him of arrows and a barrel of bows that is next to him. Not all strung, but the bow itself.
I said those are for me to practice with.
Otto would like. I'm gonna go and investigate the actual structural.
Make me an investigation
integrity
check.
of this goddamn fucking my mouth.
It's the teeth.
Like teeth.
It's the
What's your
teeth.
mouth, you say?
Teeth, man.
I mean, if you insist.
What did you say? Which one?
Investigation, please.
17.
17. Yeah, I mean, that one looks fine. That one look. Wait a minute. That one that you pick up has been sawed in such a way near the middle that if enough tension is put on it, it'll probably snap. And once you find that one, you start going back through the others that you didn't notice and find different. Like, one of them is made out of what looks like normal wood, but it's a strange, like, spongy material that as you go to bend it, it just bends. And so will provide no actual force. And even the ones that don't look like they are sabotaged are incredibly poorly constructed to the point that you don't know how well you would do with them. And those are the ones that aren't sabotaged.
Cue the Beastie Boys music.
Sabotage!
Nope, no copyright.
So,
Hey, they haven't copyrighted the single word sabotage.
hey, bud, what's your name?
Actually, that is a great question. Let me double check his name.
Ethan, you didn't have 17,000
No, I did have it.
names prepared for this?
I did have it, I just didn't have it written, or I didn't have it pulled up.
Zoz!
All right, nice to meet you, Zaz. Question: Do you guys make all your weapons here?
Not all of them. Not a lot of them. A lot of them are stolen. Repurposed.
Sure. All right. So, can you show me where all the weapons are kept? Like, where you guys make them? Can you show me where that is?
Let me actually check.
I know this is a strange question, and I appreciate you helping. Who are you? I'll recognize
my
you.
name's- Oh, I'm new here. I'm Otto, and the reason why you're not doing so well is because all of your compatriots made fake bows, and they're all garbage, and want to make you look bad. And I was going to help you make your own bow, so that way you can show them up and actually be able to do your job correctly and get on the watch that you want to do so bad.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Takes a bow, bends it. You see?
That's what they're supposed to do. That's what they've all done.
No. takes real bow, doesn't move.
Maybe yours is the bad one.
You know what? I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna literally say that, look, and just shoot.
This is a stable target. Your AC is 10 to hit the painted target, 15 to hit the bullseye, and roll with advantage.
Cool. I rolled a 15 on a die. I'm good.
Oh yeah, just
my.
right into the bullseye.
Oh no.
Oh.
And another one. We're gonna use all the actions that I have.
Oh, you gonna Robin Hood this shit?
Yes, I am.
Respect Robin Hood.
Yep.
Fine.
18 on the die on the next one, right through it.
Oh.
As realization sinks onto his face.
They were never gonna let me have grandpa duty. Can I try yours? Just to see?
Only if you agree to show me where the weapons are.
Okay!
All right. Now, if you break this, I will break you. Understand?
Maybe I should practice. First, my luck with the bows and the breaking hasn't been that great. So,
Yes, what I thought.
maybe we'll hold off on that for now, though. Thank you!
You're welcome.
But I'll show you where the armory is.
All right, let's go.
And starts leading you off to the east, while Bodie headed off to the west. And Bodie, as we follow you, the spotlight shifting to you, this little hob, telling you all about what's on the menu tonight, as you are carrying this half-full bucket of water. And you pass by a dining room where you hear 64, 65.
He kind of does a little bit of a double take there. Does he see? Oh.
Yep, you poke your head in and you see Melon floor bench pressing. At this point, a few of them have gotten bored, so 4, who have now turned it into a drinking game.
Kind of easier.
The 4 remaining have turned it into a drinking game, and I don't mean a drinking game where it's like it has rules and if you lose, you drink. I mean the game is to see if they can drink while being bench pressed. And because you, especially now that there are 4, you're just knocking these out rapid fire, and so the beer that they have is sploshing all over. Like, you're honestly half buzzed just from the amount that has gotten into your mouth from being down here.
I was going to see if I could open my mouth and see if they could pour it in as well.
Oh, absolutely. Once you have any requests, like one of them is just the game is to pour it into your mouth.
He's going to be so sticky.
No,
I'll find a
wow.
pond or something. I'll jump in the well.
Holy shit. Looks like you're making friends. As he walks by. Yeah.
Do you respond to Bodie at all?
Yeah, I am. Look at these guys.
Hey, wait! You come here! You get on the bench! See if we can do that!
No. I'm doing...
Maybe for just a couple.
Yeah.
I
Really?
would genuinely see if I can do it with Bodie for like 3 at most.
Man, I'm pretty
How about
okay.
just 3?
He's gonna come on over there. I don't know if I can fit on this bench, guys. What if I get on the bench and then you get on me? Don't squash my mushrooms.
You are large enough that they hop to the side.
All goblins off the bench.
We're going!
And they jump off, and like Melon sets the bench down, you sit down on it. Bodie, how much do you weigh?
I'm like 415 pounds.
Here's the thing, Melon, again. it's one of the rare instances when knowing the calculations for pushing with your strength check actually comes in handy. You have an 18 strength. You can push, which is what a bench press is, that number times 30 in pounds, which is 540 pounds, which means you can do this without making a roll. The roll will be to see, once again, how well you do it.
Okay.
Please.
27.
Paint me a picture.
I will do a spin on this one.
The goblins...
Melon's about to be the most popular man in the forest.
100%. The goblins in here... One of them runs to the door.
Hey, fuckers, get in here! Look at this! Look what our new boy can do!
Yeah, Bodie puts his hands up. Yeah.
And as we kind of quickly fade from that moment, as we fade, we see the door to the dining room here just full of about a dozen other goblins by the time all is said and done, as they have all come and started cheering you on. And they're not counting the presses anymore, they're counting the spins.
53, 54, 55, 56, 50. What comes after 57?
And we are going to cut back over to... because Wraught is in there as well. Really quick, we're going to cut back over to Kieren. Let me change the music briefly. Mm-hmm. Okay. Kieren, you are still in... or Kai, excuse me. I'm trying to stick to one name so that I don't use both and confuse people. But Kai, you keep looking around here on the second floor. And, you know, there's sitting rooms, and you do find one thing that definitely catches your attention. It's not a map, but as you stick your head into one of the doors, you see that there is a large ballista up here on the second story of the keep, prepared to use against any attacking forces. You also then keep moving past that, and you check out the prison was at the southeastern spire section of the second floor. You check out the southwestern, and you open the room, and what immediately catches your attention is that there is a large table, a large round table, and it is covered in papers, and one of them that is weighted down at the four corners looks like a map from this distance. And so as you step in, the room here...
I check the traps.
Oh, okay. Make me a generalized investigation check.
That's a 9. I'm not doing so great with those investigation checks.
You don't see any traps in here, but I think it's probably because as you open the door and step in, there is a clear sense of purpose and gravity in this room. That round table is hewn from dark, ancient wood, and around it, high-backed chairs stand as if at attention, carved out of the same wood. The walls here are adorned with additional maps and charts. The table has several on it as well. And on the table, those maps are marked with intricate symbols and annotations. One of the maps you don't need to make a check for to realize what it is, and it is a map of the Green Keep itself. For the others, though, could you make me an intelligence check? A 14 will tell you some things, and 18 will tell you more things.
I made up for it. It was a 19 plus 1 for a dirty 20.
The main map here is a map of the Fields of Spring. And there are those intricate symbols and annotations and random knickknacks that are being used to represent something or other. As you look at this and investigate it, you realize these are battle plans to attack Vale Crossing. And a couple other areas in the Fields of Spring, but it's definitely Vale Crossing that catches your attention. And with an 18, looking at the annotations and the pieces used here, it looks like the Great Gark's plan is to use an army combined, or a combination of goblins, tin soldiers, and one thing that says alchemical experiments.
Weird.
The symbol that's
Okay.
used, or the the little knickknack that is used to represent those alchemical experiments, is a roughly carved little bear. It almost looks like a gummy bear, for a point of reference.
And have we seen anything like this so
Nope.
far? Okay. Glad it's not just my memory failing. Good to know.
That's definitely not just you.
Okay, so Kai's going to look really, really closely at the map of the Green Keep. Is there anywhere on there that seems like it would be pertinent to go visit for him, whether or not it's like treasury or, bedrooms of important people or office spaces?
Well, a couple that catch your attention. You already know where the throne room is. The royal guest quarters are located not too far from there. You see that there is a library here on this second floor as well. You see storerooms, feast halls, parlors. And there is one that is labeled as Oberon's chamber.
If I have time, actually, I don't think I've spent way too crazy long. I would like to go to Oberon's chambers, but for the battle map, I also want to look really hard and think the whole thing to project it to Wraught. I have a little notebook, so I'm sketching the map of the Green Keep and everywhere that I've explored so far. I'm making little notes of prisoners and ballistas and stuff.
By the way, the Oberon's chamber, Oberon has been scratched over once or twice. You can still read it, and written in a different hand above it, it says Great Gark's, and then still the original chamber.
Gotcha. Okay. So he'll memorize whatever maps he can, and then ducking out, I'd like to try to sabotage the ballista as subtly as I can, where it doesn't look like it's been sabotaged when you look at it, but when you crank it back in order to have the arrow put into it, the release mechanism won't release it. So you actually have to fire it in order to test it. To see this sabotage.
Check here to sabotage this. What check do you think you would use? What skill do you think you would use here?
Maybe dexterity?
I'm fine with that. A dexterity or intelligence works for me. So let's make
Because it's getting into tiny parts of it, in the same way for sabotaging the equipment back at the logging camp, of something small that will make it go clunk when it's actually used.
Let's make a sleight of hand check here, because you're trying to not only sabotage it, but do it in such a way that would be unnoticed until it's used.
I'm sorry, Joe was talking at the same time you were. I couldn't hear.
Let's do a sleight of hand check.
Gotcha. 15?
15, sure. You start to try to fiddle with the machinery to make it so it will still be drawn back but won't be able to fire. And this space, by the way, there are a series of shutters that dot the stone wall, providing a defensive position where guards could fire down onto the entryway below. And there are actually 2 of these ballista here. Each one of them is mounted on a sturdy platform that can be raised or lowered. But they sit unmanned, and you begin to go about the process of sabotaging with a 15, you said? The process of doing this to both of them, it'll take 10 minutes each to fully sabotage these, which means you are going to be, by the end of sabotaging the second, you would be with about 10 or 15 minutes remaining in your invisibility.
Gotcha. So he's going to hightail it to the room to see how much time he has. If there's not really people around,
Not in here right now.
I think he's not going to be too concerned if the invisibility wears off, because he's still really, really stealthy. So if it does wear off while he's in the chambers, he's going to try to sneak back to Gromp and just hide under the bed.
Okay. Got it. So you will continue sabotaging this, after which you'll head back to the barracks space to hide.
Oh, no. If once the sabotage is done, he said it's about 15 minutes left. He's going to hightail it to Oberon's chambers to see what he can see there.
My bad.
And if it wears off while I'm there, like, if there's no one around, not big deal. If it's about to wear off and there's people there, he's going to leave right before that. And then, even if it wears off on the way back, I still have a +7 to my stealth. So I might be able to sneak back to the barracks and just hide under the bed.
Got it. Then, with Kai doing that, let's go ahead and take our quick break so that people can... I see a thank God from a couple people who need to go deal with some things. So we are going to take a 5 to 8 minute break, y'all, and then we will be back here. We will see you all soon. We're back.
With French fries.
Well, I don't. Oh.
Just because some of us are super buff, it's me, not Ethan.
I
It's
have
Melon.
a chicken.
Ooh, just chicken in a bag. That is my favorite. Just a bag of roasted chicken. Otto, you were being led by Zoz to the armory. He leads you up to the second story and leads you to the northwestern corner of it. You basically right on the other side of the throne room, so you're very close to the northwestern spire section of the second floor. And so,
This is it.
opens the door, and as you step in, you imagine that this chamber was probably once a treasury where coins and jewels and precious goods and ancient art and valuables would have been stored, but now it lays bare of any such goods. Instead, there are racks of weapons that line the walls here. They are mostly not worthy of note. Short swords, short bows, long bows, halberds, some basic suits of armor, small bucklers, and the like. Was there something in particular you were looking for as you stepped in here?
The bows.
The bows and the arrows and all of that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could you make me an investigation check, please?
Okay. Do 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 do.
Phenomena.
Nat 21.
Nat 20 for a total of 21, you said?
Correct. Thanks, Ashton Dice.
Heck yeah. So, on the bows part, yeah, there are dozens of short bows in here, mostly short bows. There are a half dozen long bows as well, but they're mostly short bows, which makes sense given the stature of the majority of the soldiers here. With a nat 20, though, could you roll me a d4 twice? Four and a 3, was that correct?
Correct.
There are two small clusters of arrows that do catch your attention stored near the bows. One has 4 arrows, and one has 3. The one with the 4 arrows, they sparkle. If you'd like, you can make me an Arcana check to identify what those are. The collection of 3 arrows have this... They're strangely made. They're beautiful. Almost purple in hue. And they give off the faintest purple light.
Well, Zaza,
Zaz!
Zaz. Okay, no problem. Sorry.
It's alright, you're not the only one.
Oh, did they forget your name?
Don't worry about it, it happens.
Oh, that's not right.
They all call me Ziz.
They call you Ziz?
Which is
that's not nice.
how he introduced himself to you, was Ziz. And so when he corrects you to Zoz, you realize that he introduced himself with the name that he's known by, but now that you are here, he tells you his actual name. It's kind of like Jerry in Parks and Rec.
Well, Zaz, That's not nice. People, what I've noticed, what I've learned throughout my life is a name has power. And if you claim your actual name, then you're powerful. You don't let anyone just give you a bad name and you just accept it.
I mean, I can't, you know. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You have to pick your battles, right?
Yeah, you do have to pick your battles, but at the end of the day, you know who you are. And who are you?
Jeez.
I'm sorry. My big ass ears are having a real problem hearing right now. Who are you?
I'm Zoz. That's my name. Not
Say
Ziz.
it again.
Zoz is my name, not Ziz.
That's right. You are Zoz. And
Zoz.
Otto grabs a good short bow and puts it in his hands. And that's your bow. And that is your bow. You don't let anyone else take it from you.
He does something you're not really supposed to do, and he dry fires the bow. But as he draws it back,
Oh, that's what they do. Oh, that's so much easier.
See?
Can we go try it?
You know what? He's going to grab some good arrows, actual arrows, and gives them. Here, you go ahead and down there, and I'll be right down there, okay?
Yeah, okay.
and he runs off excitedly. And as he runs off, you... What's your passive perception?
16.
You hear the footsteps getting quieter as he's running off just almost at full sprint, and you just hear, "Oh, I says,
My name is Zoz!
alright, shit, I don't know. Oh, just got you says, sorry."
That's right!
Jesco continues to run off, and you just hear the one that had greeted him as he walks by the treasury door.
What was I supposed to know? You never told me was her name. My bad. It was all it is.
Otto turns around and gets the arrows.
With a nat 20, you also notice a few other things in here that catch your interest outside of the arrows. First of all, as you grab those 7 total arrows, the cluster of 4 that glimmer slightly, and then the 3 with the purplish hue, you realize that those 3, the purplish ones, strange, they flicker, with parts of the shaft of the arrow seeming to shift from opaque to not, and back and forth. The other things that catch your interest outside of the arrows, 2 of them you recognize immediately, no check needed, as a type of healing potion based off of the liquid inside of it. Specifically, 2 potions of greater healing that you can add to your inventory. There is also one that looks kind of familiar. You feel like you've seen this item somewhere, but you're not sure. It is an iron spherical object that is about the size of Gromp's fist and weighs about 6 pounds. There is a black, sticky ooze that is leaking a little bit from the top of the bomb. And as you hold it in your hand and you are looking around, your hand starts to go numb.
All right, this is weird. Oh. Gonna put that. Can I wrap? Is there something I can wrap that in to put into my bag?
Sure. I would imagine you have cloth, or you can certainly find just some, something in here to wrap it inside of.
Wrap it up, put it in there.
You can add to your inventory a couple things. That one is called a Black Pudding Power Bomb. The arrows, we'll say for right now, we'll just call them as glittering arrows and purple arrows, because you don't quite know what they do right now. Unless you want to make an Arcana check to try to figure it out.
I got a +1 in Arcana. Fuck it. Why not? I'm around magical motherfuckers.
I will say a 15 or above, you can identify one of your choice. If you get a 19, 20, or 21 here, you'll be able to identify both.
So I'm only going to get one because I rolled a 14. A 14 plus a 1.
Okay.
15.
Which one do you want to be able to identify? The purple ones or the glitter?
Purple ones.
These...
I will save the other ones for someone else.
These are called phase arrows.
Oh, shit.
When a phase arrow is fired, it flies 90 feet in a straight line, and each creature you get in that line, you get to make an attack roll against to see if they are hit by that phase arrow. If it hits, it does 1d12 force damage and then continues on in its path.
So fuck armor then. It's just going right through it.
You could
Is
conceivably...
cover affected?
It would pass through solid objects, so it would negate cover.
Find a choke point.
It would negate not full cover because you wouldn't be able to necessarily know where they are, but as long as you hit, because you have to roll to hit, as long as you hit, you hit. And it deals 1d12 force, and so you could conceivably hit 18 enemies at once in a good enough line.
Max with sharp. Fuck yes! All right. Okay. Good enough. And then on my way out, I'm going to slice all of the lining of the bows.
Just every single bowstring, just snip, 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 snip. Just cutting all of the bowstrings.
Just enough to where you might get one shot.
Oh,
just
so
enough.
not just full on cutting it, but sabotaging it.
Slight sabotage. You know what? They like to do it to their people, so I'll do it again.
Same thing as I requested from Kai then. Could you make me a sleight of hand check to do this in a way that goes unnoticed?
14 on a die plus a 6 equals a 20.
Yeah, absolutely. You just shave away a little bit of the gut of the bowstring here, just to weaken it a little bit, but not be too noticeable. And after you do that, where would you then be heading?
I would go... Well, I got to go back to the courtyard to Train's ass.
Okay. As you finish doing this and you step out of the treasury/armory, Kai, you are coming around, you are walking down the hall just as you see a little one room past your destination. Because you have the map, you know where you're heading, but one room past your destination, you see Otto step out of a doorway and close the door behind him with several arrows tucked under his arm. Or no, in his incredible quiver that he got all the way back from Amador at the very beginning of the Fields of Spring.
Everything is in there.
The quiver of
As Kai
holding.
walks by, he's gonna give Otto's tail just a Chinese little tug and go, a la way back in the day, go, hey buddy, looking dangerous. And just keeps going.
Thanks.
I think at this point, Otto, you have enough experience with the invisible fairy goat father to, one, recognize the voice and immediately know what's happening.
Oh, I know who it is, but I'm I don't know where he is. Thanks. I smell you, but I just... Oh, all right. Thanks.
He'll actually duck back. Want to help me look in Oberon's chambers? Want to be a lookout?
Sure.
Hell yeah, it's right here. He'll like grab Otto's hand and lead him over to the door.
As you enter this room with Otto, are you going...
Oh, I'm checking for traps before I do.
Make me an investigation check. Otto, would you be staying outside or going in? How are you keeping watch? In other words.
I'd be staying outside
cool.
until I'm told.
Ooh, 19.
19. You see no indication...
Way better than my last one.
You see no indication of any traps.
Okay, I'll go in.
As you step into this bedroom, you're immediately struck by the grandeur of it. Clearly originally belonging to... It couldn't belong to anyone other than Oberon himself. It's spacious, high ceilings, elaborate tapestries of pastoral nature scenes adorning the walls, tall arched windows that let in the dappled light from the woods outside. The bed itself carved from oak and sits on a raised platform with lush blankets and pillows, just inviting you to lie down for a rest. There's a small hearth in the corner flickering gently with the glow of a warm fire. There's a small sitting area in here as well. It's one of those bedroom chambers.
And it's empty?
It is empty of people currently, yes.
I don't like the way you
Well,
phrased
there are
this.
items in here. It's not an
Okay,
empty
good.
room.
Is there anything around or any...
So looking for anything outside of what I just described, could you make me an investigation
Yeah.
check?
Well,
With a 12, here's what I will say with a 12. You don't find anything, well, I mean, you find all the things that I described in here, evidence that the Great Gark makes his chambers in here as well, discarded clothing, plates that have yet to be cleared away, a freshly emptied but still a little gross chamber pot in here. But you feel like you probably missed something in here. Maybe a second set of eyes?
can I? Yeah, he'll duck out. Go, Otto. Can you help me out here? I've got a feeling.
Yeah, sure.
He'll describe the things that he's already seen, but it's like, I feel like I'm missing something.
As you step in, Otto, you can also make an investigation check.
$18.
18. Spurred by Kieren telling you what he's already seen, but also feeling like there should be something more, you start looking at the less obvious areas. And you notice that one of the floorboards here sticks out a little bit more than it should. Looks like a bit of a tripping hazard.
Otto will look around and start to kind of head back out by the door. Floorboard. And
Oh, piss. I knew it should have been walking around all fours. Thank you.
No problem. Goes back
Be right
outside.
back out.
Otto, as you step out, make me a luck check. This is a D20. I just need to know high or low.
15.
15. You step out and close the door and resume the bit of a guard posture with no time to spare, because just a second after you close the door behind you and take up your position, a small little patrol of 3 goblins walks by and gives you a nod, and you hear as they mutter to themselves,
That's one of the new ones, yeah. No, it's allowed to be here. One of the new ones.
Kieren, having the floorboard pointed out to you, you go over to it and it lifts up very easily. There are only two things that you see beneath it. A pouch and a folded piece of cloth.
I'll pick them up.
The pouch contains a lot of coin. In total, about 150 gold pieces in value.
That's going right in my pocket.
Then you unfold the piece of cloth, and it contains inside of it a 6-sided stone. It looks like an elongated diamond shape. And it glows an icy blue and is covered with runes. Because it is you specifically who found this, can you make me an intelligence or history check?
Tell me that.
+1, so here we go. Oh, actually, wait. If I project it really hard to Wraught, can I have her think on
Wraught
it?
does not have the information you have to make this check.
Oh, even if I'm describing it?
Because Wraught... No, it's not the information of what you're seeing. It's something that you learned previously
Gotcha.
that Wraught was not privy to.
I'm going to use 2 of my luck points to make this an 18.
When you spoke to Sam, the blacksmith in Vale Crossing, about using the horn of the Snark to create a stone, he mentioned to you that his he no longer had, and he very basically described to you what the stones look like. This seems to be a Leafy stone that would permit someone to cross into Yon. Which makes sense, too, with the aura of cold that surrounds this thing, permeates it even through the cloth that you're holding. It feels like holding a large piece of ice with very thin cloth.
That's going in my pocket as well.
How angry
And I
are
am
you right
booking it
now?
out of there.
All right.
This is so cool. Yeah, I'm booking it out of there as I duck out the door and go, thank you, Otto, I'm going back to Gromp, and running.
Yeah.
As quietly as I can.
I need at this point, with the amount of time this has taken, I need a athletics check from you to make it back to the barracks chamber in 65 seconds.
Is there anything I can do to augment that? Because my athletics is -2.
You tell
but can
me what
I
you would do, and
use...
maybe.
I would possibly go out a window and use stealth to climb down so I don't have to deal with stairs. And if there's any goblins around, I would use any sort of like rocks or something in order to wing them in totally different directions so people are looking away from where Kai would be.
Okay. So here's your choice. You can simply try to sprint back the way that you came. In which case, it will be a normal athletics check, but the DC will be slightly higher. Or actually, excuse me. If you run through, it'll be a normal athletics check with no advantage, but if you make it in time, you can do so quietly. If you choose to try to jump down into the courtyard, you can make that same athletics check with advantage, but you'll also have to make a stealth check to not be heard as you are climbing down.
I would rather do that.
Okay.
And before I do, I'm actually going to take the Lapis Stone out of my pocket and drop it in Otto's quiver.
Very cool.
Okay, so I'm going to go out the window.
Okay, so instead of, it's not really a window, what you're doing is you're exiting out of this room and basically climbing down into the courtyard, which is very close to the barracks chamber. So that will be an athletics check with advantage. DC here to make it in time is 14.
Which is great, because I rolled a... okay, so my... Oh my goodness, because one of them's a natural 1.
Oh dear.
My athletics... So it's athletics check?
Yes, please. Because this is speed.
Fantastic. Yeah, because I rolled a 17 for the other one, so that's a 15.
15. So you will be able to make it in time, but now the stealth check with advantage here to not be heard. You're still invisible, so you have advantage on stealth checks.
Okay, so my stealth is plus a 7, and I rolled a 5 and a 12, so 19 for the higher one.
That will beat any of the passive perceptions out here, and they're not actively looking for you. So we see as you drop down, go running, like one of the hobs nearby at one of the wells looks the direction that you land, goes back to doing what it's doing, and you sprint. And as your hand reaches for the door to the barracks chamber where you know Gromp is, and you push it open, you turn and shut it, and as soon as you finish shutting it, you can see your hand.
Closes the door. Hello, Gromp. No, I have not been here the whole
Fuck!
time.
Could you give me a heads up? I could have been doing something very
No.
private right now.
I don't think I would even be able to see what that was under all that fur.
I'm
Okay.
fair. I'd be offended if it weren't true.
So as you
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me, and I'm gonna dive under the bed.
you dive under the bed, just keeps strumming at his lute, and we shift the spotlight back to the dining room with Bodie, Wraught, and Melon. Melon, I think you've put on quite a show at this point with Bodie.
142 reps is enough.
Jesus. Yeah, everyone else honestly gets a little bored of the proceedings before you need to stop. However, once you set Bodie down, the 8 or 9, or actually, because a dozen other came, so the 13 or so goblins that are still in here.
That was great! I'm glad he's on our side. That's right! Go get you a drink? That was incredible!
I'll literally just hold out my hand. It's like, drink in it, please.
Just like sloppily pouring ale into it, spilling across the floor as a little hob comes in with a small mop and starts mopping up the ale as it's already being spilled.
There you go, you earned that!
And one of them looks at you, Bodie.
Well, we know who they are. Aren't we all new here? Who are you?
My name's Bodie, man. I'm just here to pick shit up and put shit down. I'm a pretty easygoing guy. I like to cook. That's pretty much all there is to know about me. And he pulls out a joint and lights it up. I actually come equipped with my own herbal remedies. Anybody interested?
One of the female goblins in here.
Herbal remedies? Sure, right.
Sip it, sip it.
What's it a remedy for?
All kinds of shit, man. I grew it myself right here on my shelf. And he turns around. I've already harvested, so it's just that little guy there at the bottom.
Do I just eat it?
No. Oh my God, here.
Bodie, you should put it in the torch over on the wall for everyone to enjoy.
Are you going to hotbox this room?
That seems like a really great idea. I think it'll help everyone decompress and further focus on the task that's ahead. Also, it's a great bonding experience, been passed down generation to generation. Yeah, it once started with the. I'll do. Yep.
The good stuff, Bodie.
Oh, he looks at Wraught. Bold of you to assume I would have anything other. And he just he reaches back, and then he plucks just the smallest little bud, and he looks at it. Oh, the crystals are beautiful. You created your own little hairs as well. Go on, my child. Go forth and create joy. And he puts it in the torch. All right, everybody, find a comfy spot and get cozy.
Could you please roll me a d12, Bodie?
Yeah. 11.
Of the 12 goblins who gather around as you do that,
It's an herbal remedy. No, it's not. It's not us, son. We should try whatever you suggest. Yeah, just come on. Grab a beer. Get a beer.
and as you start hotboxing via torch and your shell-grown herbal remedies, within about 5 minutes, 11 of them have bloodshot eyes. And Wraught and Melon, you just hear the most inane, silliest laughter in here. He fell down! And one of them has walked over to Bodie and is just petting his shell.
Your shell's really soft.
I know, man. I take really good care of it. It's just in my fucking house.
Oh, well, you got you got a bathroom in there?
Bro, you can't use my inside bathroom.
Oh, no, it was...
Just falls back
you gotta
into...
pee on the outside.
Falling over, rolling in absolute laughter. And could I please get a Constitution save from Melon and Wraught? Actually, not Constitution. This is going to be... I'll let you make your choice of Charisma or Wisdom, because it is a mental one.
Can I just use calm emotions to not get hotboxed on us?
I mean, it's not your emotions, and you might be pretty calm.
Fuck, you're right.
Calming might be the opposite of what you need.
What am I rolling? What am I rolling?
Wisdom or Charisma saving throw, your choice.
Wisdom 25.
You stay sober.
Saving throw.
That's a nat 1.
You find yourself cackling with laughter. Just howling with laughter.
But it's entirely silent. It's just a wheezing noise coming from between her teeth.
100%. You also, there is a... Stomach growls a little bit.
Stop it. You never do that. You're embarrassing me in front of our friends.
That does sound good, though. We should go round the kitchen, see if anything's ready.
That sounds amazing. But we have to be nice to the hobs. They're so nice.
Why do we have to be nice to the hobs?
You gotta.
Fine, we'll
Who's
be
going
nice.
to cook the food if you're not nice to the hobs?
That's true. The hobs are the one doing the cooking.
And one of the hobs in here, who, being half the size of even the goblins, is just passed out. Just falling asleep halfway.
I'm gonna scoop it up under its arms and give it like a nasty-ass dragon smooch on the cheeks. I love these hobs.
This hob had passed out halfway in the mop bucket. So each exhale was a combination between an exhaled breath and bubbles getting blown. And so you just pull out this sopping wet hob and put it on your shoulder. And we see a procession.
This is my hob. Guys, this one's mine.
Why we get our own out? She get one. She just joined.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? These hobs, they don't have dental.
Oh, me neither. And one of them like pulls back his mouth, and you see that he's missing half of his teeth.
Dental?
What do you need them for?
For eating the tough food, you need so many teeth.
Oh, fine. Speaking of, we should go see what they have.
Let's do it.
A procession of 11 stoned goblins exits the dining hall with a spur of the moment, very not clever chant.
We're gonna get some food. We're gonna get some food. Food from the kitchen. We're gonna get some food. Hey, food from the kitchen. Food from
Dental for hobs. Dental for hobs.
Dental for hobs. Dental for hobs. Gotta get some food. Dental for hobs.
And just laughing, having a great time. And as you all pass by an open section that leads into the courtyard, there are several goblins who just stare at this procession.
And then they get high too from the fumes.
Would Wraught, Melon, and Bodie be going with to the kitchens? What would the three of you be doing?
I'll probably stay out there with Bodie concerned. I don't know if there's any other exits to the kitchen, and then Rod also knows where I still am.
Bodie, what about you?
Oh man, I was really hoping I could go to the kitchen and get a sandwich, but yeah, you're probably right. It's pretty packed in there.
Go ahead. I can keep an eye out here.
No, fuck it, man. I'm here with you. We're doing this.
Wait, do you want a sandwich?
That's amazing.
Oh yeah,
Can you bring me a sandwich? Can you bring us each a sandwich?
Both sandwiches?
Let's see if the hobs can just make us one big sandwich that we can all share.
No, I don't want to eat your sandwich. I want my own sandwich, and he also wants his own
Yeah,
sandwich.
you also get a sandwich.
You want your own sandwich, too, yeah.
Kind of looks at you, and as can happen, his emotional state just shifts very suddenly. You want to share with me?
No, man.
We'll share together, or each our own. Share a meal.
We'll share separately. Yeah, that works. Come on, let's go get some sandwiches. We're gonna get some food. Dental for the hobs. Gonna get some food. Food from the kitchen.
I'm gonna stand there with this knocked out hob on my shoulder going, wait, just a minute. Bodie!
What?
Bodie.
What?
I didn't mean me.
What do you mean? I can't just funnel it to who I wanted it. It's its entity, its own self.
I can taste my teeth.
Isn't that kind of neat? It'll wear off, don't worry.
See, that's why I don't need dental. I won't be tasting my teeth.
I'm gonna go, I'm so dizzy. Wow, my feet. There they are.
He's gonna go.
Have you seen my toes? And she's going to steady herself on the wall, still holding onto this hob, and stick out one of her toes to Bodie.
It's a beautiful toe, and he's gonna fan it as if it's the most beautiful thing. Oh, look at the foot, look at the toe. It's so good.
People should pay money for my feet.
You should coin that. I think it would be a profitable industry, especially in places such as Waterdeep.
One of the goblins...
You're right.
As you're having this conversation, the dozen goblins entered the kitchen and started like a horde of hungry teenagers entering into a very peaceful kitchen, just entirely causing chaos. You hear pots and pans and laughter and the poor hobs just trying to
no, not that, no! Fine, 20 sandwiches!
And start going about that, and one of them steps out with a unbaked pastry. It's literally just the raw dough and whatever was stuck inside.
Oh, is it the dough I flicked off my hand earlier?
Yes. It is just the remains of your dough buddy. Steps out and sees this interaction with Wraught and Bodie.
I mean, they are good feet. How much you want for them? I got a bit of a collection.
How much gold? I was gonna say, how much gold do you have?
Wait, collect.
I could trade you.
No, you can't have
What?
the.
I could trade you some orc
You can't
feet.
have the. No.
No, I don't want orc feet. Do you have any cool keys? I collect keys.
I don't have any keys.
Can you steal keys from somebody and give them to me? I'll let you lick my toes.
I don't want. Well, I mean, I want your feet. I don't want lick. What kind of creep? No, I don't
Have you
lick
seen
toes. I
how
collect feet. I'm not a freak.
See these look? No. The flavors between the toes.
I need a persuasion check to see if this poor goblin is going to want to do that.
Give me your fucking keys, man. $23.
I mean, it's true. That is where the good flavour is. It's between them. Any key. Just any key.
Any key. Yeah, but the more the better.
All right. I'll do that, but I'll go take a nap first. And then I'll go and get your keys, and you keep them. Keep that stuff between there. Don't let anyone else have it! Before I get you.
I don't know, it's a hot commodity.
He just slumps down against one of the walls and continues to eat the dough and passes out mid-mouthful and just...
I'm gonna look up at Bodie and point him. You can't have it. He's paid for it.
That's fine. That is your product to sell, and I respect your decision as a woman to do so.
Bodie, my darling, my dove.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
If I wanted to put a whole camp full of goblins to sleep, do you have a special mushroom to give me?
Oh, are you trying to use my hobby for evil?
I mean, is it evil if I'm saving a whole town?
It's a good point. It's a little nuanced. Line is pretty blurred. I don't think I have anything mushroom-wise, but I have...
Do you have special herbs and spices?
Yes,
Bodie?
I think that if I could blind the petal of this one guy and then the other guy's stem, that I could probably make something that you could, like we did with the thing, and you made the smoke.
But it's gonna be
mound.
faster. That one took like forever.
Well, that's because that's the way the herb moves, man. You can't just be telling the herb what to do. Show it some.
Can I
fucking
tell the
respect.
herb what to do if I use Melon, who can talk to plants, to tell the herb what to do?
I think that would be a bad idea because we want to set the herb on fire. So, that's. I don't want to talk to a guy that I'm gonna light on fire because he's probably just gonna go, don't light me on fire, you know. But yeah, I got some shit for you, boo.
But I want to put it in a dessert. And I'm gonna lean real close. I'm gonna like grab him by his little turtle chin, and pull him down real close. Because I'm gonna poison the great Gark.
Oh my goodness. Like we did with the other one.
Yeah! Wait, you heard that?
It's actually, I think that's actually a pretty decent idea. He sounds like a pretty fucking shitty guy. And also, I think his friends hurt Juniper.
Bodie, what if
Who's
we just do
Juniper?
what we did last time, but make it
Juniper!
faster?
What?
What if we just do what we did last time, but make it not slow?
Not slow. Okay.
Not slow.
I can probably do that. You're gonna have to give me a minute. I got a lot of shit swimming, and he's gonna fling his head towards Wraught.
There's no pond here. How are you swimming?
Juniper! Juniper is my friend. and she's here, and she's being detained by these guys, and I think they were hurting her. She's an owlbear.
Oh, I thought you were engaged. Wow.
What? How could
You were saying
look at me,
like
Wraught, look at me. How? Come on, man. No. It's animal in need, man. It's pretty exciting. Anyway, yeah, I'll make the shit to kill the guy, and
I am pretty exciting. Yeah.
I'll make the shit to kill. What?
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 As this,
What?
as just what, back and forth, we shift over to the, really quick, to the barracks chamber where Kieren has taken cover underneath the bed, and Gromp is still strumming.
Hey, Kai?
Yeah, bud.
I have a question for you. Do you think Melon has forgotten the fact that I'm still made of wood? Because he broke everybody else's curse a while back, and ever since, I've just been kind of sitting here waiting for him to want to do that for me, and I didn't want to be pushy, because I thought that'd be rude to be like, hey, you have this ability, and it'd really benefit me, but I'm getting a little concerned that this has become the new normal, and I did not consent to that. And I would very much like to be a bugbear again. How do I broach
Two
that?
things. Well, first of all, isn't being made of wood, supposed to be great? You're never gonna have the performance issues. What was it, 4 out of 5 men bugbear? What? Okay, never mind. Jokes and fall flat. Honestly, Grumpy made a very convincing normal bugbear, even made of wood. You had a lot of detail on your carved fur, so...
I mean, thank you, but... Yeah, still...
Tell him to break the curse.
So
when he comes back, he'll slap you on the face. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, this is Melon we're talking about. He's got, maybe 2 brain cells at any given time. They're not always rubbing together.
I didn't want to be, presumptuous or, needy.
I don't think Melon could even spell presumptuous.
Well, I'm pretty sure of that, but that doesn't change whether I would be. Okay, alright. So, next time he comes back, I'll be like, hey, Melon, I know you've been busy, and alright, cool. Yeah. Alright. You got any song requests?
Freebird.
Alright!
Joe's actively wheezing in the back.
And I'm gonna...
Guy's kicking his feet as much as he can under the bed. He's laying there on his stomach, hands propped under his chin, kicking his feet just a little bit, doodling in his little notebook, all the pictures of the keys and cool things that he saw. It's as close to the Dear Diary as you can get for somebody who can't read very well. So it's a lot of pictures.
Just start strumming a little bit louder.
There once was a bird that was free. Feel like there's a lot of places to go with this story from there. But alright, cool. So the bird was free.
And he starts just improvising, trying to come up with a story about a bird which is free. And we shift back to the courtyard, which is where I believe Otto was heading back to. Otto, as you return to the courtyard, I'm going to make 2 rolls here.
Go for it. It's your game.
Thank you. It's our game. But the...
Since when?
What? When you come back, Zaz has actually hit very close to the bullseye already. And you see that one already there, and then the shot that you see as you enter the courtyard looks like you might have gotten a little overconfident, and just the arrow shifts loose and drops right as he's about to release the bowstring, and it just snaps into his hand.
Yeah, that happens from time to time, and I just kind of show my hands. You get used to it.
He sees you and then looks kind of past your shoulder and stands a bit at attention and kind of gestures behind you with his chin.
Otto turns around. Huh?
You see a female goblin. These goblins, just a reminder, are a little bit larger than your, material plane goblins. And this one, a little bit larger still. Still not hobgoblin size, but bigger than you. Walks over and has a pretty brutal looking whip that is dangling from her hip and is still currently wet with blood. And as she approaches you,
You must be one of the new ones.
That I am. And what's your name?
Overseer Meek. You answer
Nice
to
to
me
meet you.
now.
Oh, okay.
Where's the rest?
The rest of my group? I actually don't know. I don't know.
What's your name?
Oh, my name's Otto.
Otto, your first job is to find them. Before you can be put on guard duty, you gotta earn your way up there. Stables need mucking.
Totally fine. I can do that for you. Overseer Meek, correct?
Yeah.
All right, nice to meet you. All right, no problem. I'll get on that right away. Looks like you were busy. I'm pretty sure you were whipping that guy into shape that got his ass kicked early, I'm guessing. I heard noises.
she gets
Big
a
ears.
very nauseating smile on her face as she looks far too happy at what she has just done.
I don't think that Brix will be failing the Great Gawk again anytime soon. Or sitting down.
All right. Well, if you ever need like something for like post whatever you did, like to calm you down and cool you down, I have a friend of mine that can give you like a post whipping.
How about for right now?
Thing.
You go find the rest of your crew and get to work on the stables. Ziz,
Okay, bye.
what the fuck are you doing? I did it! I hit the bullseye!
And you hear as Zaz starts to speak with Meek as you go running off.
I
You,
want to hear just a little bit. I want to hear just.
as you stop and just around the corner to listen,
How do I know that you're the one who did that, huh? Ziz. My name... Your name's what? Ziz? That's right, Ziz. Get back to shooting. Right, Overseer Meek. On it.
and you go running off to find your friends. It's not hard, because I think you can hear the commotion from the courtyard because the kitchen is very close. Would you go that direction, or would you go back to the barracks where you know that Gromp is?
I would go get the rest first.
Okay, then as you run around the corner towards the kitchen, you see Wraught, like, foot still in the air, even though you've been having the what exchange. You just never put your foot back down. Just been standing on one foot this whole time. And it is a bizarre scene that you enter into. Wraught and Bodie looking at each other. What? Wraught holding a foot up, toes splayed. There's a goblin passed out nearby, leaned against the wall, some dough just dripping from his mouth, while about a half dozen other goblins are all here just...
It's the best sandwich I've ever had!
I turn around and see Otto. Otto, And I'm gonna like crouch down on my haunches and hold out both of my hands.
Melon is, in this moment, the most normal person in sight.
Is Bodie worse than Bodie usually is, or is Bodie just being Bodie?
Bodie didn't even have to make that check because Bodie has a hell of a resistance.
Yeah, but
Okay, I just want to be sure.
In a while, that's good.
That tolerance.
What is happening? Is this some
Oh,
kind of weird
Otto,
sex
come
thing?
here.
What?
Otto, come here.
What?
No,
Come
sound
here.
sexy.
I'm
What
not.
a-
I always sound sexy.
Yes, you do.
Otto.
Yes, you do. Good luck, Otto.
As you start to
Aw.
approach Wraught, the goblin that was passed out asleep, just his eyes snap open.
Hey! Don't touch your feet, those are mine!
He wants to cut him off.
He wants to lick him. There's a difference.
Oh, yeah, you talked him into the jam. That's right.
What?
That's right. You heard it. The toe jam. And Otto, it's not important. She's an independent woman and she's on a financial adventure.
I'm an independent
With
woman who
nice
can run my
guy.
own feed business.
That's right. You go, girl.
And you...
And it is.
No, go ahead.
Nope, that's it.
You just... You also, as this is happening, hear from the kitchen, which is just, 24 feet away, just clattering, but also 2 or 3 voices in very discordant unison.
Dinner for the hubs! Dinner for the hubs! Got ourselves food! Dinner for the hubs!
We liberated them cerebrally via herbal. We gave them pot.
All right. Okay. Could have just led with that.
Yeah, I was trying to dress it up, but I mean, really, we just. It's a party, baby. You said to make friends. Guess what? I think I made friends. Watch this.
Otto,
Gonna cover
give
the
me your paws.
kitchen.
Give me your cute little paws. I'm gonna squish them for a second and forget what I was going to say.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, hey. That mean lady with the get the fuck. Let my hands.
No,
Let my hands
these are
go.
mine now.
The mean lady with the whip that's been beating the guy that lost the
Why do
melon.
my toenails in here?
Get off my hands, you dragon lady. You scaly bitch, get off me. Listen, this is fucking weird. We gotta go clean the stables, or she's gonna beat us.
Julep was at the stables. Let's go! And he moves quicker than walks quicker than you've ever seen him walk.
I'm gonna use my grip on Otto's paws to kind of pull him really uncomfortably close.
I want to be this close to you. Please stop. We are not at this point in time right now. Please let me.
We are now.
I don't want to be here right now. Please.
Don't forget to make friends.
Otto, guess what? Guess what?
What?
They want to kill the whole town.
What?
And all the kids. That's the grand plan.
No. That rage that you've seen in Otto's eyes before, that was for you, has now changed. And is the same intensity of what you just said to him. Not at you, but at the whole fucking idea of them killing the town. No.
That's what I said. But in my head. So I want to poison them and kill the Gark.
Do it.
You okay with that, buddy?
Do it.
But some of them are okay. Some of them are not like the worst. So maybe we don't kill everybody. I really like the hobs. They're so cute.
Make the plan work. Keep the ones you want alive. Get them somewhere else. But kill him.
As you say that,
Sounds like so
Let
much
go of my
fun.
hands.
As you say that, the door to the kitchen opens, and several of the goblins walk out. Some of them with sandwiches jammed in their mouth, others with hobs on their shoulders.
Gentle for the hubs! Gentle for the hubs! Gentle for the hubs! What's going on out here? Did you get a sandwich?
You know what I'm going to work on is dessert.
Yeah!
So are you, Wraught, staying here in the kitchen while the rest go to the stables? Is that the plan?
Yes,
I'll go to the stables.
I am.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll bring you your shit. I'll bring you your herbs.
Oh yeah, Bodie and I can make this work again.
I'll lean down to
I
Otto.
want to get in the
Get the
kitchen.
stuff from Bodie. I need it.
Sure.
Special herbs and spices.
All right, no problem. Hey, you guys look like you're having a good time. Are you having a fun time?
This
It's
is
a great
the
place to be
Best
here.
day? Your friend,
Yeah.
your friend with the soft shell, has the best herbal remedies. Have you tried them?
Real good. It's gonna.
You're good. You're
you
good
can
now.
hear me?
It cut
Oh,
it. It
I
just
was like,
didn't.
oh.
It didn't pick up the first part of what you were saying.
Oh, all right, no problem. This reception in this keep is a little off. It's all right. You know, hey,
It's
and
only
I'm just
3
gonna-
bars.
I'm just gonna. Right, give me my hands back, please.
I let go, but I turn them over and put like a nasty dragon smooch on each of his little peat palms first.
You know, and wipes my hands on the goblin's face. Hey, listen, bud. You know,
So soft.
I know, right? When you take my buddy stuff, everything is like cranked up to like 20. Like it feels
I don't even know what that is.
so natural. And it's all natural. So, you know, it's just gonna be a great time for you. All right. But you're gonna eat that food and you're gonna just chill for the rest of the day, okay? It's gonna be the best day ever, all right? Okay. All right. You're good goblin. Okay. I have to go now. Bye.
Bye.
And as we see Wraught turn back into the kitchen, Melon, Otto, and Bodie heading across the courtyard towards the stables, Gromp and Kieren still back in the safety of the barracks. That's where we'll close tonight's session. We'll pick up there next time. What a wild session! I have no description. This was incredible and not at all what I expected, and that is what I love you all for so much. Thank you all so much for being here with us live for this crazy session. I am so excited to listen back to this one. Before we sign off, please don't go anywhere so that we can raid and share the love. Even if you're planning on calling it a night, please stick around until we raid so that they can see
And
that
when we
number.
rate, make sure to refresh so that they get the points.
Very important, very important. And before we head off, I want to let everyone give you a chance. I want to give everyone a chance to let you know where you can find them and what they are up to. Mav, would you like to lead us off?
Hey everyone, it's your favorite black guy here on the internet. You can find me here on Twitch at Digital Clubhouse TV, where I play a lot of variety of games right now. I do play Fortnite, I do play a lot of multiplayer games, but me and the boys will be playing some new games here soon. But I also play games that tug at your heartstrings and make you question your choices in life.
And you should ask them to play Blueprints.
Right now, I'm currently playing
Just say
Life is Strange. Yep, Life is Strange.
Oh, such a fun
for
game.
Pride Month. So it's my first time playing the game.
The first
Yes,
one?
I have Yes.
Oh,
It's
enjoy.
the first time playing,
Enjoy.
enjoying. We just finished chapter 1. Some fuck shit in that one. We're gonna start chapter 2 on Wednesday. And also, happy Pride Month, everybody. Everyone belongs. You matter. You belong.
Amen.
I love you.
Amen. Joe.
You can find me on most social medias at Dice Dragon Joe if you want some of my super cool dice that immediately do not let you roll for checking for traps, Sarah.
This die is
I'm at
insane.
Terrible Trio Crafts. Yes, I'm going to start hopefully offering big chonkers. But you know who you should follow, other than me, is gobuffyourself.pod on Instagram and 95%.lauren on Instagram, because they are way cooler than me.
We got our accounts nuked. For no reason.
So you should definitely please follow them.
So rebuilding, yes, follow them, and we are rebuilding several Instagram accounts because Meta is ridiculous, and I can say that on Twitch with no
life
consequence.
is suffering.
As Mav also
Fuck
knows.
Meta.
Yeah, same thing happened to him. They've been on a kick. Morgan.
I'm not online too much, but I guess all I can say as a message is resist depression.
Amen to that. Sarah.
You find me at Calibrac for Terrible Trio Creations.
Lauren.
What's up? I'm here, there, and all the other places we've already mentioned. Additionally, physically going to be in a space next weekend, Origins Game Fair. So if you're in the area and you like tabletop,
Columbus,
you like
Ohio.
board games, you like hanging out with cool people, come on by and support the bees or Freedom Service Dogs, whichever one needs it more right now.
And like Lauren said, we will be in Columbus, Ohio for Origins Game Fair. I will be running, and Lauren will be playing in a couple stage games while we are there, including a game where one of the players is an individual by the name of Toothless the Dog. One of the players is going to be a dog. So it's the character.
Okay, so
the actions are
Dragon
controlled.
Ohio.
The actions are controlled by the human. The dog rolls the dice. So we'll actually be seated up at the
legitimate player.
table playing with Toothless the puppy. So
Hey, Ethan?
yeah.
What kind of dog? What color?
I did not ask the breed.
I want to know the color of the
but I'll
dog.
let- I mean, a good one.
Don't
Don't
worry,
I
I'm
know
gonna
that.
give you all the footage of the
good
dog.
one.
Don't
Good.
worry.
You can
the
find
proper puff
my
first.
TTRPG content and rants and suggestions and memes and all of that on the Buff DM pretty much anywhere. And please check out Go Buff Yourself, the podcast, which you can listen to anywhere you listen to podcasts for a lot of different projects. This, up until episode, I think I'm currently on 25, City of the Crimson
And
Tower.
the music slaps. He just like such a good
We're working.
soundtrack. The editing is to die for.
There are 21. Thank you, buddy. There are 21 episodes of the City of the Crimson Tower on there, 6 episodes of Mothership, and 1 episode at the moment of Lords of Sin, with a new episode to be released every other Thursday, starring Mav right here, and 5 other incredibly talented players telling the darkest story I have ever told, and the highest level campaign I've ever run, starting at level 16. So with all of that, let's go ahead and get the raid started. Go ahead and click that you are ready to raid so that we can share as much love as possible. And until we see you next time, friends, please be good to yourselves. Be gentle to yourselves. Remember your humanity in these times. Remember to do something that makes you happy. And until we see you next time, stay safe and stay wild. Bye, y'all.